Well, in today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're actually going to value some of our Victorian collection instead of toys today, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, I do collect a little bit of everything, so let's jump in and see what it's worth. This little Shakespeare bust is worth about $15, and this little figure with a blue coat, she's worth about $10. Now, these aren't really Victorian. These are like 50s or 60s, but with this little 3 poodle set, it's worth about $15. And then we have this little music box of a couple, and they're worth about $12, I would think. Let's see what else we have. We have this little bust of a lady here. She's worth about $5. Oh, I paid $1.50 for her at a garage sale. And then we have this little guy. He's a lawsuiter from 2001 from the Harmony Kingdom, worth $15. Piano salt and pepper shaker, that's vintage, is worth about $15. Some people had it listed about $25. And then this Shakespeare punching puppet, I can't remember where I got it from, but he's worth about $30. We've got this little cat dressed up in a Victorian dress, worth about $12. And Blue Boy and Pinky big ceramic figures are worth about $30. This little Victorian figure in a chair worth about $10. And these aren't Victorian, but it's a little Thanksgiving couple, and they're worth about $25. I have a Victorian figure in a jacket worth about $10. And then we have this little Shakespearean action figure. Well, it is Shakespeare, and it's worth about $10. I got him for 50 cents at a garage sale. I have another Blue Boy and Pinky, someone painted differently, worth about $25 for that set. And this little guy with the rhinestone eyes reminds me of this guy from America's Got Talent called Poppycock, and he's worth about $15. There's his eyes, if you didn't see them. They're blue rhinestones. And then this is probably from the 60s. It's a little vintage piano jewelry box worth about $20. And this little crocheted piano musical box is worth about $15 someone made. And then we have these two larger Victorian figures worth about $30 for the set. Got this huge wall scene. It's huge. It's worth about $75. And there is the love of my life, Daisy. She always likes to see what I'm doing when I'm making these videos. I love her so much. All right, we have this small little plate. It's worth about $10. And we've got a Blue Boy and Pinky doll set worth about $25. Got this little piano jewelry box that's like acrylic, worth about $12. And then these two larger figures are worth about $30 for the set. If you look at them up close, it almost looks like the girl's a boy in drag or something, but they're kind of cool. This little crystal piano is worth about $15, but I would never get rid of it. My mom bought it for me when she worked at the mall, and we didn't have any money back then, and she probably paid about $20 for that from the artist. This lady from the 50s holding her dress is worth $15, and this little World's Fair bell from 1985 is worth $10. This little couple in the white ceramic set's worth about $10, and the man figure in the back's worth about $10. And then this couple, they're worth about $12. And then the two with the harp right there, probably worth about $10. And then we have this one, it's called The Secret. It's worth about $15. And what's the secret? Okay, I'm going to turn it around real quick so you can see. There it is, that's the secret. But it's kind of funny, $15. Got this really cool 2-tier gold shelf worth about $15. And then just a smaller gold shelf you put on the wall that's worth about $10. And that little 60s canister with the balloons is worth $5. And there's my baby again. She is so patient. All right, we've got this big chandelier partition we're going to take with us. It's probably worth about $50. And then this little 2-figure set, it's worth about $10. And then we have this little colonial salt and pepper shaker as is. I think it was glued back together, worth about $10. And this little angel Christmas figure is worth about $8. This girl in the purple dress is worth at least $30. And then the one in the yellow dress is worth about $12. We've got this funny tall dog lady. She's worth about $6. I've just had her forever. I can't get rid of her. We've got this lady that's also a lamp. It's worth about $15. And this figure with the lady with the big bustle in the back is worth about $10. Have a random Amish family. They're metal. They're worth about $20. And this little cherub vase is worth about $10. Let's see what else we have. This lady that plays the piano. She's a musical box, worth about $10. And the girl with the cello is worth about $10 as well. Have this little Christmas baby angel playing the organ, worth about $16. And these weird heads, I'd say they're worth about $5. And this lady sitting on the sofa is worth about $20. And we have this cool box with Victorian figures on the top. It's worth about $8. And there's my helper again, making sure I'm going to be okay. We've got this Elgin motorized window display with a watch worth $350. I bought this about 15 years ago for $325. It could be worth more than that now. Ceramic wall art of this Victorian couple is worth about $25. And then these metal frame Blue Boy and Pinky pictures are worth about $25 as well. A stacked vase of fruit is worth about $10. And then we have a ceramic set of the Blue Boy and Pinky wall art worth about $25. And this Cupid asleep in a wait picture is worth $22. Square framed oval picture is worth about $15. And this matted framed lady is worth about $12. And then we have one more framed picture that's worth about $15. Have a couple more things on the wall and we're done. We have a couple oval art pieces. I don't know where I got these from, but they're awesome. And they're worth about $15 each. And then we have another little wall art piece that's worth about $12. And then we have two of these little metal frame pictures that are also worth about $12 each. Now, in our previous 411 videos of value in my toy collection, our collection had totaled $1,021,390. Now, when we add this video with all of our cool little Victorian items, we can add another $1,413 to our overall grand total. So that means for episode 412 of value in my toy collection, our grand total now is $1,022,803. I always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can finally say it. But I'm not really a millionaire. I'm a toyonaire. I've been collecting toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to that total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. And I'm also putting all the toys on our Facebook page, and it's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do, because it helps us grow. So until our next video, guys, we will see you then.